everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today's video I'm gonna talk about one of the most inspiring book I've ever read, which is called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This book truly changed the way I see life. It's not just a story about a shepherd boy who's looking for the treasure. It's a story about all of us, about chasing our dreams and trusting the universe. So today I want to share you a story and the lesson I learned from The Alchemist. Once upon a time, in Spain, there was a young shepherd boy named Santiago. He lives a simple life, walking with his sheep and dreaming about the universe. Every night he had the same dream, a treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. One day he went to a fortune teller. She listened and said, "Go and find your treasure. The dream is real." Santiago didn't believe her at first, but then he met a strange old man wearing a golden breastplate. The man said he was Melchizedek, the king of Salem. He told Santiago, "When you really want something, the universe helps you to achieve it." He gave Santiago two stones that called Urim and Thummim, meaning yes and no, to guide him on his journey. Full of hope, Santiago sold his sheep and traveled to Africa. But when he arrived in Tangier, thieves stole all his money. He felt sad and lost, but remembered the old king's word. Instead of giving up, he worked for a crystal merchant. There he learned patience, hard work, and never to lose hope. After a year, he joined a caravan traveling across the desert to Egypt. In the desert, he met an Englishman looking for a great alchemist, a man who could turn metal into gold. But Santiago learned that real alchemy is not about gold. It's about changing yourself and following your heart. At an oasis, Santiago met a kind girl named Fatima. He fell in love and wanted to stay. But Fatima said, "If you really love me, follow your dream. True love never stops you." So, Santiago continued his journey. Soon, he met the alchemist himself, a wise man who said, "Listen to your heart, it knows the way." One day, they were caught by desert raiders. To save them, the alchemist said, "This boy can turn himself into the wine." Santiago was scared. "I don't know how," he said. The alchemist smiled. "Just listen to the soul of the world," he said. So Santiago prayed and spoke to the wine, the sun, and the desert. Then a strong wind rose and covered everything with sand. When it stopped, Santiago was still standing. The raiders were afraid and let him go. Finally, Santiago reached the pyramids. He dug in the sand for hours but found nothing. Then some thieves came, beat him, and laughed. One of them said, "You fool! I once dreamed of treasure under a tree in Spain, but I never went looking for it." At that moment, Santiago realized the truth. The treasure was never in Egypt. It was in Spain, under the sycamore tree where he first had his dream. He laughed and cried at the same time. The universe had taught him the real lesson: to follow his heart, trust the journey, and believe in his dream. When Santiago returned home, he dug under the tree and found a chest full of gold and jewels. But the greatest treasure was not the gold, it was the wisdom, love, and courage he found inside himself. So here's the lesson I learned from this story. Lesson 1. Follow your heart. Everyone has a personal legend or their true purpose in life, so we should listen to our heart and keep moving toward it, no matter how difficult. Lesson 2. Don't let fear stop you. Fear of failure or rejection often keeps us from trying. Story of the Crystal Merchant shows what happens when people stay too comfortable and never chase their dreams. Lesson 3. Failure is a part of growth. Just like Santiago, we face many obstacles. But the failures help us to learn and grow stronger. Lesson 4. Trust the journey. Life is not a straight line. There will be detours or delay, but every step, even the hard one, has meaning. Lesson 5. Maktub. Everything happens for a reason, and the story reminds us that our path is already written by the universe, so we don't be afraid of what's meant to be. Lesson 6. We are all connected. Everything in nature is connected. When we trust this connection, we find peace and guidance. Lesson 7. Be yourself and be different. Everyone's journey is unique, so don't live just to please others, but live your own dream. I think that's all what I can say. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.